My name is Kenny Mitchell. I am technically the Bournemouth nightclub chaplain. My job mainly consists of working with the council, all the late night venues here in Bournemouth, clubs, the bars, churches, welfare officers, the emergency services, and basically, it sounds kind of funny, but it's my job is to help all those services and the clubs provide as safe and as creative a night as possible for people coming to Bournemouth or living in Bournemouth trying to enjoy themselves in the nighttime economy. A typical night would be starting off, we have a team meeting at St. Peter's Church. We kind of meet, go through kind of a little debriefing, and then literally we put on our jackets. We have these special nightclub Chaplin jackets and a really bright silver reflective bag with all that kind of first aid, lollipops, and pink fuzzy slippers that we give out to ladies in distress, barefoot at night. And we literally, it sounds kind of like, but we just wander the streets to find literally any people that might be in distress, confused, too drunk, lost. But in the clubs, which is quite cool as well, we're not drug police, we're not security, we're literally try to be kind of just a happy vibe for the club. We're kind of that buffer between intense security and kind of just like the welfare officer that is just helping poor people be sick in the toilets. So again, we're just an extra set of helping hands and listening ears. Sometimes people go out and they go out to have a really good time, but they're going out to have a really good time because their life is really not good. So at some point in the evening, sometimes it switches and gets really depressive. One of the stories that stayed with me, I've been doing a job for, it's just my three and a half years now. And one of the stories that still kind of hits me, actually was working here at Halo. Halo was one of the first clubs that we actually got involved with as nightclub chaplains, working with the staff, not just outside, but inside the club. And there was a girl, don't know, she was drunk, high, took a bad pill, something. It happens, it's out there. And so the staff called us in, and again, we're on these radios, so the front door staff called us in and said, nightclub chaplain, can you help assist with a woman in distress? Very nice and civil. So we got her, and she literally didn't know where she was. She had no money, lost her phone, lost her purse, lost her friends. The last thing she would remember was going out for dinner at 9 o'clock, and it was about 2 a.m. So between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m., she didn't know anything. But she was in the club, and the club welfare officer was sitting with her. And as we walked her out, she was going to get into a cab, but she was too drunk to get into a cab. And as we sat kind of on the bench, just right down by the taxi rank, she just ran off, really kind of out. And at that point, her shoe fell off in the middle of the street. Taxis were swerving around her. If you know the taxi right there, it's really safe, but if you're running in the middle of the street, kind of off your head. And literally just fell straight there, right in the middle of the street while taxis are coming. So me and our other female chaplain, who's also first aid trained, which is amazing, we were able to like just try to suss out what was going on with her. Took her to a safe area, just off to the side of the street. We were able to call an ambulance, but the ambulance was really busy on the other side of town. So we really just had to sit there and try to figure out, now what do we do? Nightclub chaplains, Saturday night, there's a girl literally off her face, in the middle of the floor, no ID, nothing. So we kind of go into like, right, ninja mode, right, get chips, get a coffee, let's figure out how to sober her up. We got her up, she kind of woke up and realized that, yeah, she drank so much, which was alcohol related, it wasn't so much drug related. But at that point she started talking about such incredibly deep problems and abuse sort of stuff that she has come from, which is why she wanted to go out and forget everything and have a great night. But somewhere in the mix, as I said, she lost all her friends and then had no ID. So we were able to, literally through the powers of town Wi-Fi, trace her steps back to where she was, call a friend that we knew that was working in that area at the restaurant where she went to. Bizarrely, they knew the group of girls that went there. So we were able to Facebook then, find her friends on Facebook to let them know that she was not okay, but we had her. And so we kind of reunited them all, but they were equally not in a really good shape to kind of take care of her. But the sad thing, it just recognizes again how certain people, whether their age or generation, what they consider a fun night can turn within one decision. And thank God the club was savvy enough and caring enough to be able to, the welfare officer here at Halo, to take care of her until we could get there. And then that communication was cool between the club and us. But if it wasn't there, or she was just randomly in the street, completely vulnerable, her night would have ended horribly different.